Another brick fan with a Star Wars helmet collection set. This is Clone Commander Cody. This is set 75350. It was released in March 2023. It has 766 pieces and cost about $70 when it was released. This is one of 3 new Star Wars helmets that were released in 2023, bringing the total up to 11 helmets in the Star Wars collection. Commander Cody wore the Phase 1 clone armor, which is, the helmet is definitely unique with this visor over the top, this kind of wing that goes over here, and then that had a comm unit built right in. So this is a comm unit antenna. Cody has these orange accents because he was the commander of the 212th Clone Legion, which I believe served under Obi-Wan Kenobi as the general. They also paired up a lot with the 501st, which was Anakin's Legion, obviously because of the relationship between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin. Captain Rex wore the Phase 2 clone armor, so let's take a look really quick at the comparison between the two. So here's Captain Rex in his blue accents here. You can see that the helmet is much different. He's got a targeting computer here. They replaced the upper fin here with a just kind of a smoother angle or a smoother slope there. The visor is much less predominant here. The face is pretty much the same. I mean, there's some same shaping here, but instead of these slopes here, they're using these now rounded pieces like you would see on Stormtrooper armor. So the Phase 2 clone armor, from what I've read, was supposed to be more comfortable, more ergonomic for the clone troopers, but it also was kind of an evolution towards the Stormtrooper armor, which, you know, makes sense. As far as this helmet goes, as you look around it, there's several stickers used. So this little sticker here on the mouth. I like the shaping. The eyes are all done in this black, presumably, you know, some one-way see-through material, not impeding the vision. I did read that these helmets had a lot of electronics in them. They were pressurized to allow the clone troopers to survive in hostile environments for a period of time. They had internal screens and things like that so they could relay data and information to them. And of course the built-in comm unit, which this antenna was for. There's a couple more stickers on the side just showing a little bit of extra detailing. The back of the helmet is nicely sloped here with this rounded or curve here, kind of to give it a little more smooth shaping. This big round circle here is the back of the helmet. The sides where the ears come out, you know, move. This is on a hinge a little bit, so it can end up sticking out a little bit, so it just gets pressed back down into place. Once again, they have the little stickers here for a little bit of detailing. You see more detailing around the side of the visor. This right here is some kind of, maybe it's a signaling device, infrared. I didn't see a lot of detail about that, but that you can imagine that's some kind of sensor or item for tracking or showing the clones. Overall, a really nice helmet. I think the shaping and everything looks really cool. It's a little bit reminiscent of the Scout Trooper, not quite as predominant with this visor, but the Scout Trooper has definitely a big visor. The face of the Scout Trooper, though, is very different. It does look very accurate to the Phase 1 helmets that the clones wore, and it's certainly recognizable as Commander Cody with this bright orange highlights all over it. But when the helmets were first introduced, they were $60, and now they're $70. The piece count here is 766. The price per piece is right around 9 cents, which is below that 10-cent threshold that I like to use. There are a lot of small pieces. I would have loved to have seen these helmets stay at the $60 price point, but I'm not completely against them charging $70 just because prices are going up, and I understand that. Once again, a very nice display piece. So you can get these 11, and putting all 11 helmets together is quite impressive, really. It looks very nice. And these are really fun sets to not only build, the builds are very interesting. I like the way they build the internal structure and then build up the outsides with a lot of different plates slopes and all those kinds of things. So I think the construction is very good, and they do a great job of making these look very accurate to the source material. Hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this Star Wars helmet. I'm going to get started on my next video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to see more of my content. I've left a link to my Star Wars review playlist up here on the screen.